I did.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Tides of Flame here on Stat Block 20. This is episode 19, and I'm going to do a quick recap of the last game. So, as your adventuring party continued its trek along the winding water toward the marsh of Chilimber on your way to Anarok, you passed through the fields of the dead and eventually came upon the Forest of Wyrms. Not as dark and dangerous looking as the Troll Claws, your voyage seemed to be going well for a change. That is until a spell came upon Duridaas and Lysdar. While she was able to shake it off, her fellow Hexblood was not, and jumped off the boat, making his way deep into the forest. You all docked the boat which you had earlier named the Drunken Barnacle, and gave chase to find out what had taken a hold of him and where he was going. Huh?
Did we agree on that name?
No.
I went back and
Don't interrupt the story.
Nobody said no.
Sorry, continue, sir.
You gave chase to find out what had taken a hold of him and where he was going. When you eventually found him, it was in the presence of another Hexblood, one who was much older and obviously more powerful, who was in the process of sacrificing a rather unassuming sapling to Yogratlug, with Duridaas in some sort of trance on standby to lend an assist. You pled to him to stop, but he refused. The fight that ensued was fairly one-sided in your favor, with Peeps the Fox coming out as the MVP. Duridaas snapped out of his fugue state, and you all interrogated the Hexblood for information. It turned out that this was no ordinary sapling he was attempting to sacrifice. It was not only connected to the majority of the trees in the area, but also a source of eldritch energy beneath it. If he had succeeded with the ritual, a portal would have opened that could have consumed most of this forest. Once you pushed him for all the information he was willing to give, Valfire put him out of his misery. Grexia attempted to call on any fellow druids in the area in order to let them know about the sapling's location so they might protect it, but she was ignored, almost maliciously so. With Duridaas 100% back on mission, you continue your journey. And with that... Okay, during the hours that followed your fight with the rogue Hexblood, you successfully passed the Forest of Wyrms and are fully within the region now known as Najara. Not much is known about this part of the Faerun, but there are local legends and tales told about its mysteries. From what you can see, it looks like any other grassy plain you've sailed past on this journey. Nothing but tall fields of grass that are colored every shade of green you can imagine as far as the eye can see. The way the wind rolls across the fields creates hypnotic waves that you could all get easily lost in if you let your minds wander. There's no structures you can make out, nothing topographically interesting or obvious. It's just flat land with a river running through it. But there is something eerie about it, something you can't quite put your finger on, but it is there nonetheless. You can feel it. The night begins to creep in. The sky darkens around you, and the mood on board the drunken barnacle, name pending, seems to have followed suit. Lysdar, sitting at her normal position at the bow, alternates between glancing ahead at what is to come along the winding water and suspiciously at Duridaas. Peeps has been on edge too, sensing something isn't right. He's been pacing along the starboard for hours now, occasionally making short yelping sounds toward the fields on both sides of the ship. When something far in the distance chirps back, his ears perk up and his tail drops. But after a few moments of silence, he lets his guard down and begins his pacing once again. What do you all want to do?
– Did we get a long rest from the last session?
Yes, it is now the next day. Or it is now on its way to the next day. So you're in your process of getting a long rest.
Definitely want to keep an eye out for whatever's
Boats?
agitating Peeps.
Yep. Whoever's on first watch and or piloting the boat, I will give bardic inspiration. And I will sit there just kind of strumming. Dun, 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 ba, bum, ba.
We just kind of need that lately, don't we?
Should somebody maybe that can speak to animals ask Peeps what's going on?
Yeah. Hey Peeps, what's up?
Smells funny.
Funny how?
Musky.
Are you
Musky,
smelling
like
yourself there?
Crowded.
musky, like something that would hurt you or something you would eat.
Something hurt me.
Peep says he smells something musky that would hurt him.
Hurt everyone.
It's probably his own bad
Oh,
breath.
hurt
Oh.
everyone. My bad.
So
Wants to hurt all of us.
a predator's out there. Great.
So, can I roll perception to see if I can smell or detect it?
Sure.
And that's going to be the kind of night it's going to be.
Oh no.
Yeah, you know, it would be helpful if I actually had D&D Beyond open.
I rolled a 14.
Yeah, the 23.
Campaigns.
Did not biff it this time. Could probably tell whether or not it was a tree, for instance.
Someone's speaker's feeding back. I'm getting an echo, very slight echo. If there's another microphone on.
Hmm.
There we go. Perception.
Are you still getting it?
No, it's off now. No, there it is. So I'm hearing it I'm hearing my voice come through someone's speaker and then back through a microphone.
Could be mine, but there's not really anything I can do about it.
Okay. I mean, I was just wondering. I was wondering if it was Chris's other computer, not you.
Oh no, it's not even hooked up to StreamYard. So, okay, so Greksha, your eyes scan the environment for anything that could possibly be a threat. You do see some dark birds circling overhead, performing some sort of airborne courtship routine. Whether it was successful or not, you don't know. You hear distant howls from some unknown animal or animals, not unlike what got Peeps so riled up earlier. You even saw some small, strange-looking crustaceans crawling out of the river and onto the shore looking for food, or at least that's what you thought they might be doing. But the one thing you weren't prepared for were the sparkling of multiple sets of what you believe were eyes buried behind layers of the high grass, watching the boat as it passes. Nothing comes of it as you sail past, but the thought of possibly being watched has brought on that all too familiar sense of unease that there's something out there, and they know, or it or they know that you are here too.
Okay. Something on the shore is watching us go past.
I want to make a history roll here. I've got
In
advantage
regards to
on
what?
to the area and just the kinds of things that could be living around here, or is
Okay.
that a nature roll? I could do that too.
No, history would be good.
All right. Why isn't it showing me in the campaign?
We are
Okay,
heading
well,
towards a city called
Here we go.
Starson. So there might be some other slithering things around.
Oh dear.
Forgot to turn the
Let me
music.
practice rolling initiative.
Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna do this because apparently my dice hate me today. Oh wait, there it goes. Continue rolling dice. Holy God, that took forever. Is it not showing up?
Nope.
And on the side.
What the hell?
You mean
It was a
telling,
15, I have a +6, so it was a 21. What the hell? Is it? What is going on here? Campaigns. I guess I'll have to go to my sheet again. It is a 21. Is that +6 and that?
Okay, so you would know that this area is commonly known as Najara, which is a large kingdom in the Western Heartlands. It was once inhabited by a variety of Nagas, Yanti, and lizard folk, but none can claim to have seen one in decades, maybe even a century. You have heard secondhand tales in regards to Najara or the Kingdom of Snakes here and there. They say that it is an ancient realm of serpent folk that encompasses the eastern reaches of the High Moor, the Serpent Hills, the Forest of Wyrms, the Marsh of Chalimber, and the river valleys that meander through the area. Centuries ago, Najara was centered in the western reaches of the Forest of Wyrms around the now ruined capital city of Sithar Sisun. Now, however, the epicenter of this realm has shifted decidedly north into the Serpent Hills, once the exclusive territory of the lizard folk kingdom of Kalran. And the serpent folk are strongly influential in the surrounding lands. Najara is arguably the largest and most powerful kingdom in the Western Heartlands, yet its existence as a realm is almost unknown even to its nearest neighbors. The serpent folk do not post guards along the kingdom's borders, or attack every humanoid that passes through their holdings, or extract terrorists from passing caravans. No gnome-dug mines dot the landscape, and no great cities attract visitors from miles around. The region is known to be dangerous, but its neighbors do not believe that its monstrous inhabitants are organized in any real sense. But there is no concrete evidence to prove that these details are true or not, as it is all hearsay and rumor. Some even speak of those who have traveled to this region to discover if what is said about it is indeed true, but they are never heard from again.
Well, that's fun. So, my people is what you're saying.
Lizard folk, not dragon folk.
Whatever. We all got scales. Walk on 2 legs.
Well, they don't exactly walk on 2 legs.
Whatever. Don't
But
judge.
like I said, no one has even seen one in a long time. So
Okay.
I'm going to call out in Draconic because it's the only language I speak that's even remotely close to something a reptile would speak. And I'm going to say, "We're just passing through. Don't mind us." I roll a 26 on persuasion.
You persuade the darkness.
I am the darkness.
okay, let's see if anyone understood you.
Valfire did.
It's good. You're a little flat on certain parts, but otherwise I like it.
Expecting some like
You hear your voice echo across the grasslands, and you get nothing in response.
Well, that was fun. Let's start paddling.
Yeah,
Let's go
it is time to go.
Let's go faster. Let's go faster.
Faster would be better.
Hey,
Either they
everybody
didn't
get out.
understand you, or there is no one there.
Or they didn't care.
Well, we did see. All right, who's sailing?
Yeah, who's piloting the boat currently?
I'll do it.
Probably me.
Oh,
Okay.
no, you do first shift. I forgot you were first shift.
And
You
who's
said-
on watch?
You said doo-doo.
I'll watch.
Okay. Okay, so I need a survival check from Greksha and a perception check from Duridaas.
And
With
if needed, you
proficiency, that's a 15.
15. Okay.
Yep.
and you have a 1d8 to add to it if you need to.
Right.
That's not necessary.
Well,
Perception check,
four.
on the other hand.
Pretty terrible.
So, yeah, you pilot the boat all night long, have absolutely no issues. The wind is agreeable. The tide is helping you along as well. And the river has actually widened out quite a bit, so you have a little bit more leeway. If anything
We
does
ain't
happen
found
to
shit.
steer. On the other hand, Duridaas is just kind of like, God damn, it's dark.
Was it this dark last night? I don't remember.
Did not see anything in the grasses like Greksha saw earlier. Saw absolutely no sign of anything. So I would assume from your point of view, you'd be like, she was full of shit. Okay, so we move on to morning. So-
Before I go to bed, I'll do my weather check for the next day.
Okay. The next day is actually be kind of nice. The sun's going to be out. It's still going to be a little bit windy and chill, but I mean, at least you'll have bright sunlight. But there's no storm clouds on the horizon, and yeah, it all looks like it's going to be a nice day.
Nice.
All right. I'll take next watch.
Okay.
I'll
The rising
steer.
sun begins to poke out from behind a group of trees just off the shoreline. As the sky begins to steadily brighten, the light stirs those who are asleep back to the waking world at different intervals. You can tell that you are once again making good time as both the wind and water are moving in unison. So who's piloting during the day shift?
Yo.
And I give Valfire. It's not Naz. If I'm watching, Naz isn't driving. So Valfire,
good call.
you're driving, and you are inspired if you need it.
What does that do? Add 1?
1d8
If you need it.
If you need
if
it.
you need it.
If you need it. You don't have to.
Yep, just waiting. I'm gonna need a new computer here, Sam, because apparently.
Might as well just use your phone. That's what I do.
Yeah, the mobile thing is
I
actually
mean,
pretty quick.
it's not
Yeah, the
bad.
mobile app is actually really, really nice.
Let's see.
Or use that
16
for
on
dice
destruction.
rolling.
Yeah, that's what I use that when I play as Lysdar. I use the app.
That's a good idea. Oh, here it comes. Out of nowhere.
Oh, bated breath.
Well, technically, I have advantage on it too, but I don't think that would be needed.
25. I have a severe lack of sleep right now, so.
I made this
Okay,
ship
so
fly.
Valfire
This ship is
successfully
flying.
pilots the ship during the course of the day. Like I said, the shoreline has pulled back away from the boat, so you have more room to play with. So if the wind does end up being a little disagreeable, you have a lot of leeway to make adjustments. And Keanu keeps an eye out for whatever Grexia saw, or what she said she saw that night, or the night before. And you don't really see anything, but you still are hearing like little chirping noises coming from the surrounding area, and Peeps is still a little bit on edge. So everybody who was asleep during the night shift, you get a long rest.
Hey.
So I'm assuming that whoever was on the night shift is now taking a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You do not get a long rest.
currently, Duridaas and Grexia are resting, and Duridaas,
Oh.
as you drift off to sleep, knowing that Lysdar is still watching you with uncertainty in her eyes, you begin to dream. You are surrounded by a bright aquamarine light that is nearly blinding. You raise your hands to shield your eyes from the pain it is causing, but they are no use. Eventually, your eyes acclimate, and you peek your fingers through. You peek your. Oh God! And you peek. Blah 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 blah. You peek through your fingers at your surroundings, hoping to see something, anything. It's then that you realize there is something on your feet, something heavy pushing down on the top of your boots. You look down, and it takes a second for your two eyes to focus. Jeez, I wrote that completely out of order. But once they do, you realize that the body of the older Hexblood that charmed you only hours before is lying before you. His head is still intact, though. His eyes and mouth are open. They are emitting the same blue-green light that encompasses you. His eyes and mouth close, and the room goes completely dark. Yet you can still see him. He slowly gets to his feet and stands before you, his face bereft of any sort of emotion. He takes a careful step towards you. Your first instinct is to step away, but you're frozen in place and unable to move. He takes another step closer, and another, and another, and another until he is just barely chest to chest with you. He leans forward, his head passing beside yours, his mouth stopping at your left ear. He quietly mutters one short sentence that sends shivers down your spine, as if it's something you've been dreading hearing since your rebirth. She is coming.
Not a
As soon as the
syllable.
final syllable is spoken aloud, he bursts into flames that engulf you. You come to on the deck of the drunken barnacle and look around frantically as if confused. You're covered in a thick flop sweat, the cool breeze turning the heat your body is emitting into a thick vapor that makes it appear like you're smoking. You look around to see that no one is aware that you have awoken. Lysdar is asleep at the bow, as is anyone else not piloting the boat or on watch. Keanu slowly turns as they scan the shoreline to see you wearing a strange expression, while a ghostly mist rises off your body.
Dude.
Morning.
Whoa.
Or evening.
You okay?
Just having strange dreams.
We've all been there, buddy. And then eventually you'll get hair in places you don't recognize.
Yeah,
Life goes
I
downhill.
get strange dreams too after tentacles come into play.
Well, yeah, that's probably where that conversation should end.
Yeah, agreed.
Finally, the truth about teenage masturbation. Okay, you settle back down and attempt to relax, but for some reason you can't. You turn your head to see that Lysdar is awake now, and her gaze is affixed on you once again, uncertainty in her eyes.
I try to play a lullaby to help him sleep.
Appreciate that.
I think you should play Suspicious
I don't actually
Minds.
have it.
I don't want to get
Wow.
I don't want to get a content strike.
Okay,
We
then I
can't
won't
go
pick it.
on together with
I
suspicion.
can play that one.
Wow.
And Greksha, roll a wisdom save.
Oh, dear.
Happy day after your dead birthday, Elvis. 2 days
Oh,
now.
thanks. Yeah.
Or that's not a save.
When you left us,
That's a save.
Oh goddamn. Okay,
That's your
so
primary.
you're asleep also. You feel the warmth of the gore rising in your throat. With each gurgling, strained breath on the toxic fumes that fill the air, it reaches your mouth and spills forth. As the drops of your blood touch the ground, the dark sludge at your feet begins to react to it. It looks as if it's moving away from you, repelled by your inner fluids. A ripple forms at the point of impact that moves away from you across the sea of decay. It grows in size the further it surges forward, roughly 100 meters from you. The ripple stops and erupts from within the blackness. An explosion of energy is revealed from within. It crackles with a green-bluish hue as it rises from the depths of the corrosive liquid. Arcs of energy spread across its surface as it floats in the air. The arcs begin to intensify and multiply until the light given off from it forces you to cover your eyes with your hands to avoid going blind. You crack your fingers apart to hopefully catch a glimpse of what is happening before you, only to see that the sphere of energy is hitting critical mass, imploding upon itself. For a moment, the light subsides and you lower your hands. Absolute silence. An instant later, the energy explodes, decimating the entire landscape in a wash of destructive light. The last thing you feel is the blast wave hitting you full force, and every atom in your body is vaporized. You wake up in a cold sweat, too. Your breathing is heavy, and a chill runs down your spine. The nightmares that have been plaguing you recently are now beginning to come into sharper focus through the information you received from Monk and what you've seen recently. The vision of what could possibly await the grasslands outside the Grey Forest if the Eldritch Rifts continue to poison the landscape. One thing is for certain, things are beginning to make more sense now, regardless of how terrifying the ramifications might be.
I'm gonna go hang over the rail for a while and try not to hurl.
Okay. And Keeney would obviously see this too. You're muted.
It was a zinger. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Restless sleeping, seems.
I view it as an alignment issue.
Can I try to make an Arcana check to see if I can detect that if whatever's waking everyone up is magical?
Sure.
Ding. Good job.
Natural 20.
Well,
I wouldn't say it's not really, it's magical, but it's not like something that's occurring right now. It's like residuals of something magical they've been exposed to.
Bad mushrooms. Got it.
Yeah, I should probably mention there's something particularly odd about my dream. That that Hexblood that we just dealt with not too long ago said she's coming.
Whoa, that
I
sounds
don't
like
know.
something between you and her.
she who?
I'm not sure on that, but
Did you talk too wishy when you got your powers?
Don't
I wouldn't say
remember.
Regrothlag does not have a sex.
Yeah, no gender. At least I didn't
I'm
know.
hearing an echo now too.
I could definitely cringe at the idea of your Grothlog like having a gender.
She.
So you're knowing that they are actually tentacles.
Zool?
Okay. Anything else? Nothing else?
I
you guys
tell
wanna
them
do?
to
Okay.
try to eat something before going back to bed, and continue to.
Saltines and ginger ale.
You got those in your ration packs?
Surprisingly,
Rock
I do
ginger
have some hardtack.
Oh,
Jerky, dried fruit, and hardtack. Yeah.
Oh man, lambas bread. Okay. So, as the day goes on, who is taking? Well, so we've been doing the 3-shift method for
Mhm.
piloting. So, who's taking over for the late afternoon night shift or early night shift?
Come on, how many of you remember you took lessons?
Out loud.
I guess I can drive.
Maybe I should keep watch while he drives.
Keanu,
Okay.
I don't think
you
that's a good
were
idea.
on watch with
Keanu
me.
survival and Nazriel perception.
Keanu, weren't you on watch with me as I go to lay down?
Yeah, but I don't need a long rest. I haven't spent any. Okay, someone's gonna have to help.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
I'm just throwing it
Uh-oh.
out there, but I guess maybe I could stay up a little later, dumbass.
I'm having trouble looking around. Maybe I should drive.
So, would that be a performance fail?
All right.
What's performance? What?
Nothing.
Where's this?
See, now that's
where's
some
this going
bullshit.
here? Just heard about
oh,
someone's side piece coming or something.
Okay,
Kinda
so
rough. What a rowdy.
as Keanu is attempting to pilot the boat,
Oh wait, no. So that's actually an 11 or 12 because of the proficiency bonus.
oh, okay, still not enough.
Okay, but the river's wide.
Great.
This is the River Wild we're talking about here.
And the valley's
So
low.
Meryl Streep goes sliding by. You feel the helm is beginning to slightly pull to the port and starboard on its own. At first, it seems like it could just be the wind shifting, or there's some rocks or other debris beneath you momentarily coming into contact with the underside of the ship. But in the space of a minute, the wheel begins jerking more and more violently, and you're not able to keep up with it.
Something's
So the
going on.
boat-
Wake up! Wake up!
The boat starts to drift, and you cannot turn the wheel back the other way to get it to even out, and it hits the shore. Or scrapes the shore. It doesn't flat out hit it, but it scrapes the shore before you're able to get control again, and that is going to cause
damage.
Hopefully not too much to mend.
Yeah, no joke, because that's
oh,
all that's
yeah,
going to really happen.
yeah.
You're gonna need to hocus that pocus.
That does 1 damage.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
So, like I said, you kind of drift off
You
to
scratched
the
the
starboard,
paint.
and you scrape up against the shoreline. There's some rocks and stuff along the sandy beach area, and you just managed to get it before you actually beat yourself, and you only cause like a small scratch that goes along a good 4-foot length of the boat. Doesn't cause too much damage. On watch, though, you can definitely feel the shifts in direction beneath you as the boat begins to rock back and forth. As you attempt to steady yourself, you notice that the surface of the water ahead of the ship is rippling violently, creating foam as small swells rise and fall all around you over and over and again in rapid-fire succession. And when Keanu loses control of the boat for that moment, you slide off to the side and you hit your head on the rail to stop. That stops you from flipping over the boat.
It's okay, you have a helmet.
Yeah, I'll take that into account. You take 3 damage.
How?
Clang.
Well, I'm awake at this point.
Clang, clang, clang
And-
goes the pally.
Crawling around the top of the boat, waking everybody else up if they're not already awake.
Just woken up by a son of a...
So as Nazriel rubs his head and realizes there's now a small ding in his helmet,
I'm gonna need that one of
you
those guys.
happen to look up
Take care of it.
ahead of the boat, and you see that about 500 feet ahead of you, the river not only makes a super hard turn to starboard, but the landscape takes a sharp dive as well. And the closer you're getting, the faster the boat seems to move as the rapids you are now approaching are pulling you into their deadly embrace.
Grexia, you awake?
I think
What?
I've got everybody awake now. Yeah.
Rapids ahead! Cut sail! Cut sail!
This would be a good
Oh,
time
dear.
for Willy Wonka clip.
Or maybe just take it
Oh.
down.
There's no earthly way of knowing which direction we are going. There's no knowing where we're rowing, or which way the river's flowing.
But still, the danger is growing.
How dare you, sir?
Now he has to look up another
Another
thing
library.
to insert.
I've got some info.
That's a library for our cruise campaign.
If I can find it, that would be fantastic.
I mean, not a speck of light is showing, so the danger must be growing.
The rowers keep on rowing.
They're certainly not showing.
Any signs that we are slowing?
Wow. Wow.
I blame myself.
Do you really?
I gotta find a recording of that. My buddy Adam, one of the guys I played with in Chicago, wrote a song called Wonka, and he had a bit where there's the bridge kind of did that kind of walk up of crescendo.
Okay.
It's the opening to a Marilyn Manson album.
Portrait of American Family.
Yeah.
Love it.
I can freeze some water. I don't think that's going to save us.
No, I think whoever is best at driving the boat should get up there. Should take the wheel from me, or the helm.
That's probably me or Naz.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna say I'll be singing in your ear.
You guys
the
have 3
entire
minutes
time.
to figure out what you're going to do.
All right, well, I'll get on the wheel.
Who has
I
the
guess
highest survival?
Keanu make me...
Drop anchor.
I have a 5 in survival. A plus
Yeah,
5
mine's
plus
a
advantage.
plus 8.
I don't know.
Yeah, Grexia, you're
Can
on the
anybody-
wheel,
can anybody beat
and
us?
you are inspired.
Yeah.
My survival
There you
took a
go.
dive after the...
Crash us into the rocks. Yeah. Yes.
He's on the bow.
Wait, they're just rapids, right? They're not. It's okay.
It's also, you saw that massive hard turn coming,
Yeah, is
and you're being
there
sped up.
is there a waterfall?
from where you are at right now, you can't see one, but you just see that the land ahead of you is starting to dip.
Well, we would
How does
probably
go ahead.
hear
Perfect.
one.
Yeah, you don't hear one. You just hear the splashing of the water from the rapids.
How does assisting work? I've heard it. I've been listening to a lot of Critical Role. It's like I'm gonna assist.
Oh, you just help.
Usually that's just like inspiration and stuff.
You just help do the action, and it gives them advantage
Yeah.
Oh,
on the roll or a roll for it.
so someone should help Reksha.
I'll help.
Okay.
I'll help.
Should we like park? Can we like park the boat somewhere, or
Oh,
like,
that's a good idea.
check ahead to see what we're facing?
Just make
I
a hard
mean,
right and
we
put it in
can.
reverse.
As this is happening, you are getting closer and closer to that first turn.
Drop anchor? Do we have
Drop
an anchor?
anchor.
Yeah, drop anchor.
Yes, we still have an anchor. Drop anchor.
Okay.
Use
Okay.
my burly muscles to throw that anchor down.
Okay. You pick up the anchor, you throw it overboard, and the momentum that you're going at makes the boat turn, and now you are facing the opposite direction, and the anchor is starting to drag along the bottom.
Oh, that ain't right.
Too bad we couldn't have gotten closer and aimed for land, guys.
You pull it up and do it again.
Maybe get lucky and pitch it in front of a tree.
Reload the same
That's
So
try
now
again.
you're facing in the opposite direction that the water is flowing.
Yeah, that's fun. I always like going down water slides backwards.
Like I said, the shore had pulled away, so now there was more leeway, and the boat just did a complete 180. Or, sorry, 90-degree turn.
That made some great dynamic camera work.
Hmm.
Well,
All right. Well, pull it up and try again, or pull it up and help me right the boat. Either way, we got time working against us.
I'm helping
Alright.
you.
Yoink.
Okay.
I'm helping you if
Over.
you want
Up the anchor goes.
Okay. So who's doing the anchor?
I'll help.
Uh,
with the
People
anchor.
with
Yeah.
muscles.
Who?
I have muscles.
So Naz?
to. I have some.
With Marcus assisting.
Okay, Marcus is doing the
Cast
assist.
Guidance.
And guidance. Ooh, there we go.
Yeah.
So advantage with a
'Cause I can
plus
cast it at will.
Okay.
Guidance.
So I
guidance,
need
guidance.
everybody that is actually performing the action to give me a strength check.
one. Naz is at advantage and can add a 1d4.
Oh, that way I don't want to be 4.
Just roll another 1d4.
Yeah. There we go. Roll that.
Okay.
One.
That was so white.
Pull 1 out of that 1d4, but it's 1. So it's a 16 total out of. I
Okay,
guess
so
on
it's
that
Naz and Marcus
plus Marcus's help.
assisting. So you have
Yeah.
advantage. Okay,
Naz,
so Nazra, you had
I'm
advantage,
guessing.
right? That is your advantage check? Or strength
No.
check?
He only rolled once.
Oh, okay. Right. Sorry. Oh, that's the saving throw. Cancel that.
Oh, that would have helped.
No.
No.
Oh, come
okay,
on.
so it's still
Okay.
16?
First,
Okay.
16.
First one's better.
16. Okay, so you managed to get it off the bottom of the river, but it's still like the way that everything is moving and shaking and everything, you can't keep a good grip on the chain.
Mm.
So you've lifted it up, but your arms start shaking because it's just too much for one person to handle right now. The boat has come loose, but now you're moving in reverse.
Well, I will try to get us facing the right way.
Spin the wheel.
Okay.
Mm.
So I would say this would probably be a strength check or a strength save.
Oh, okay. That's no good for me.
I'll jump in right now.
Okay, so he's
Which one of
assisting.
these damn buttons
So you
am I-
get advantage for that.
Yeah.
If it's a strength check, you click on
maybe-
that plus whatever under your strength.
Okay. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Maybe I should steer the boat and you should assist then, Reksha, if you're down.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't realize it was strength now.
You rolled the
Because
save.
now you're fighting against the tide.
That's
yeah.
okay.
So, go ahead.
With advantage, because she's helping.
Okay.
And Keanu, if you have inspiration to toss
Yep.
him.
I'm just sitting here playing Master of Puppets.
I still have.
Guidance. Casted.
Yes, guidance is good too.
Everybody's guidance
All the
for everybody.
pluses.
Everybody gets
I think we'll
guidance.
be okay.
Every time
There
I
we
talk
go.
to
Strength
someone
check.
in Baldur's Gate, guidance.
Yeah.
Roll,
I need to start playing that again.
Yep.
Valfire,
Did it
roll
not show up?
It
Yeah,
did.
you got a 20.
Roll a
Is that the
1d8.
advantage? You can roll another one, and we can pick the higher of the two.
Higher than 20, huh? Okay, sure.
Then you get a
Plus a D8 from inspiration.
D4 for guidance.
I'm just going to do the other two by hand because I don't have time for So a D8 would be 6, and a
Okay, so the
D4
20 is the
would
highest.
be-
Okay. So you grab a hold of the wheel and you
Chris,
put
Chris,
everything you
Chris,
have into it, and you manage to start to turn it, and the boat, while still moving in reverse, is starting to turn. The rudder is hitting the shoreline a little bit, so you kind of stop for a little and scrape along it.
He has a 1d8 and a 1d4 to add to that 20.
Okay, well, that was enough to do it.
Okay. I was
Okay.
I was gonna say.
I got a 4 and a 6, so let's add another 10 to that strength roll.
Okay,
so
so you don't.
30.
The rudder doesn't hit, but you manage to get the boat to start to turn the other way. But the point is, right now, is that you've turned it so far. Now you have to just hold it in place to get the boat to keep turning.
It's
So
like fighting
give me
my
another
way,
strength
I just
check.
Okay.
I'm going to give him another.
Guidance.
I keep playing.
Come on.
I moved to iron. I'm playing iron. Oh, he's frozen.
Another D8, you said?
Yeah, now I would use it.
Okay.
Or
Yeah, I got a 7. And a D4. That would be a 2. So add 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you manage to hold it in place, and your arms are starting to shake too. So you and Azriel are just standing there shaking because of the strain this is putting on you. But the boat eventually rights itself, and the moment the bow heads straight ahead, you basically take off.
Oh, good.
And you are officially in the rapids. So I'm going to be
joy.
asking for a series of strength checks for whoever is piloting the boat.
Valfire's a bit frozen up on the.
So Valfire is just steering. So the first turn.
He's frozen.
Yeah. Paul's frozen.
frozen in fear.
Dang it.
We died due to lag.
He fell over the boat. We don't need to see
Marcus,
your
what are you
crotch, Marcus.
doing?
Yeah, we don't need to see your crotch, Marcus.
Marcus?
And we lost the text on the video too.
Yeah, I turned it off so I can, if I have to turn him off or delete him from the stream, he can rejoin. There he goes. He disconnected. Okay. So I guess now we're waiting on
Mm-hmm.
the pilot.
Unless I can just magically strength check the success in his stead.
Pilot.
I don't-
Lenny Tifu's gonna show up?
Come back, Wildfire. Come back. Anytime.
Any day now.
I'll go into intermission time in the meantime.
Oh.
We'll be right back.
Okay, we're back.
Yay!
Okay, so you have entered the rapids. You go around a preliminary bit of a turn, but then that curve that you saw coming, that is like very sharp, hits, and I need you to make a strength check.
Okay, here we go.
And you do have.
Jesus, I
I'm
should
just-
do a lottery ticket here.
I'm just clicking through all my inspirations.
And that's it. That's a plus a D8 is inspiration.
Yeah.
And you get guidance. D4.
Okay, and so that's a 4 and a 4.
Okay,
Buying lottery
so you
tickets.
spin the wheel as hard as you can, and the boat turns to starboard, and you kind of hug the outside of the lane of the river, and you end up making it, but everybody is hanging on to that port side as you're making that turn. The momentum, and Lysdar is standing there. She's got her hands gripped on the rail of the boat, and she looks like she's gonna barf. She's just sitting there, like every once in a while you see her go. But Peeps is like in the corner at the far back of the boat, in like the corner, just like cowering. He's being thrown around like a ragdoll whenever like the rapids start to shake the ship around. Okay, so you make the first turn. Now there's another sharp one coming to the port.
Okay, so here we go again.
Guidance.
And you're not rolling at advantage because Grexia is helping you. So you get 2 rolls.
Okay, that's good to know because
The higher of the two.
yeah, we're gonna need it on this one. So that's a 1. I think we'll go with the 2. Let's see what we're adding to it.
+4. Or D4.
7.
Okay.
Whew, that was
So
close.
you react fast enough and you spin the wheel the other way just as you come out of the first turn, and the boat shifts to the other side, and everybody kind of moves over to the starboard side, and they're holding onto that rail, and there's Lysdar going, and you hear Peeps in the background just kind of going,
Poor Peeps.
and the same thing is you kind of hug the outer side of the riverbed, and you manage to pull the ship through. You're in a long straightaway now, but you can see that there's another turn coming up within about 3/8 of a mile.
This
But the river is speeding up even faster than before. And this turn is going to be happening to the starboard. So the boat speeds up, and now you're going like probably faster than this boat should probably be able to handle. And you start to come up against the turn. So give me another strength check.
Here we go.
Guidance.
Inspiration. Last one if you use it. If you don't use it, you can save it for the next one. And you are rolling an advantage.
That's good. We'll start with that, and we'll give a second one a shot. Though I feel like I'm kicking myself in the dick by doing it. Well, I'm glad we got that out of the way.
Yep. So add the 1d4, save the 8.
Yep. Yeah, good call. 4. Nice. Mwah.
23.
Okay. So you just made that one. So you spin the wheel again as you approach, and you make a... It's not super sharp. It's just the fact that you have to hold the wheel for a longer period of time because it's kind of a wide turn.
Sure.
And you go wide again, and you're starting to shake again because it's almost impossible to hold this thing the way how fast you're moving. But you make your way around the turn, haven't taken any damage yet, and now you're in a small little straightaway that's probably about 300 feet, and you have another turn coming to the port.
Anyone else think it's time to jump ship? I kid. Okay, here we go.
Hey, you guys are handling this so good so far. Keep it up.
All right.
Camera's zooming in on those.
How much damage did I say you guys took when you spun the boat around? Or when it was one earlier?
Just one.
What about when the boat during the overnight shift when the boat kind of almost beached itself?
No, that was the
That
one.
was just one play.
That was one. Okay, so
Yep. Plus, we can cast Mending.
Maybe that should be a thought coming up here soon. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So
Guidance.
I can't inspire anymore. I'm going to start mending things.
I'm holding on to that one, Keanu.
Yeah.
okay, this one isn't nearly as sharp as the last turn you took, but it still is a little bit more than you're able to handle. So you spin the wheel towards the port. You make the turn. Everybody shifts again, and Lyzdar, when she hits that rail, she just bends over. All everybody hears is.
Oh,
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Too real.
I can't be around it. I can't be around it. It's good.
And then Peeps catches a whiff of it, and you hear him go.
I get a little.
Be wary of chain reaction vomiting.
Yep.
oh
It's a real
God.
thing.
So yeah, who?
It's actually
so
a human survival trait.
You have. Well, Keanu did a con save. Yeah, everybody else that's around her, give me a con save.
Oh.
Lord S. Lord S.
I would say that Volfire is exempt from this.
I can't
Since he's
see
at
anything
the
that's going
helm.
on except I'm trying to.
Yeah, you're not paying any attention to what's going on with everybody else. You're just trying to save the damn boat.
Iron
Can I
stomach.
guidance myself?
Oh
yeah.
Like,
At will. Touch. Touch
I would
myself.
say,
Touch.
you know, Hexbloods think alike, and Duridaas just horks all over. Keanu as well.
They're sensitive to it.
Keanu's got
I
the
think
sympathy
Peeps
vomits.
also made it.
Peeps is like I think the smell is bad for him, but
Foxes don't eat puke like dogs do.
yeah, I don't think he would puke. You probably poop a little or pee a little.
I think we've
Weird.
all peed a little.
We're
I
all
would say
family
that you don't know if it's water on the deck now or if it's Peeps pee. But Keanu and Duridaas also retch over the side. I'd say when it comes to Keanu, because he rolled so low, it's not so much he got the sympathy vomits, it's the fact that he hit the rail so hard.
Oh my nuts!
Yeah, it was just kind of like and
Accidental
the
Heimlich.
motion and the pain and seeing Duridaas and Lyzdar ralphing.
Do I take damage?
I would say obviously.
Ouch, Menards.
Wolfman's
Yeah.
got nards.
My dick! My dick!
Take him
Oh,
anyway.
Jesus. You take 4 damage.
That's a hell of a herb.
I mean,
Man,
Okay.
when I puke, I puke.
it can pull some muscles down there if you really get at it. You know.
I pulled my groin. Okay, we have another turn coming up to the starboard. This one is a little bit more wide.
Guidance.
I like them wide.
What?
Oh crap! Time to use that inspiration and guidance.
No, you advantage. You could roll twice.
That's also true. We're gonna do that.
If you right click on the roll, you can click it to. It'll roll it twice for you at one time.
Okay. Well, it looks like the
Ooh.
DM wins.
Uh-oh.
Ow.
I don't think
I
this
would
is
say
really
the
worth rolling.
You might as save it for something later. For the damage we're gonna take.
For
Save it for that.
yourself. Okay.
How's he gonna use it for the damage we take? Throw his body in front of the ship?
Well, no, for like
population, you bro.
We're close, but we ain't that close.
Okay, so this time you don't react nearly as fast, and you aren't able to hold the wheel as well as you were previously, probably because you're starting to get tired. So the boat goes wider than usual, and the entire starboard side grates up against the shoreline. It slows you down just slightly, but you end up taking 17 damage.
Oof.
All of us, or just me?
No, the boat.
Fucking
How
start
many damage
fixing this
can
shit
we-
now.
how many damage can we repair in like for each time I cast mending?
It's a cantrip and multiple people can cast it.
Let me see.
1d4. And this boat, we don't have a below decks, do we? We just have like a
No,
little-
it's just the deck.
Yeah.
So it does not say. It says as long as the break or tear is no longer than or larger than 1 foot in any dimension, you can mend it, leaving no trace of the former damage. Since this is a long gash in the side of the boat, I would say it's probably longer than a foot, since he basically scraped it while the boat made the entire turn.
I'm not
So
gonna.
I would
fix
say
the length.
you could repair like a 1 foot section of it with your.
Yeah, that's what I'm
mend.
doing.
Yeah.
So how many points does that get me?
Let me roll.
And anyone else with mending?
That gives you 6 health back to the boat.
Yeah, I can mend too. I'm gonna stay helping Valfire for now, but maybe Naz, I think Marcus also has mending.
Oh yeah,
I was gonna say-
I'm mending.
Whoever can't mend will be the person assisting me at the wheel. Okay.
Guidance.
Okay, I'll
I'm
come help
trusting
with the
Valfire.
mending then.
It's team Broforce over here. Trying to work.
Guidance.
Guidance.
Can I guidance the mending?
Okay, so we're on turn 6. So it's another slight straightaway. It's a slight curve, but it has another one of those long turns that requires you to hold the wheel for a longer period of time. Only another strength check.
Someone
get
is
Marcus?
still assisting him, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Okay.
when I do that, do I also roll a strength check or?
No.
No, I
give him
just get a
advantage.
second one, which
So you
we're
get
really gonna want.
advantage.
Okay.
So yeah, right click on the strength check and it'll show you the advantage or disadvantage. You can pick it.
Yeah, so there is. That's easier than rolling.
4 every time too, because I'm just doing guidance all the time.
Okay, here we go. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Ugh. Thank you, Jesus.
Natural
Thank
20.
you, Jesus.
Natural
Nice.
20. 20
That carries through to the next one, right?
So the fact that the boat scraped and did that much damage by scraping along the shoreline, you're just like, oh fuck, and you spin that wheel with everything you got, and you manage to pull through that like a champ. Like you didn't even come close. Like you're dead center in the middle of the river at this point.
Tag team
Great.
back again.
I continue to keep mending.
Okay. So roll me a d10.
D10.
Who?
Keanu, since he's doing the mending.
9.
9. Okay.
Actually,
Marcus
you're
is mending
too,
too.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Marcus
Yeah.
is mending too.
What do I roll? Just a D10?
Okay. So every time we do a turn, we'll do a mend. So we'll do one at a time.
Oh, we can't.
Yeah, it's not going to
Both
be like
mend at
multiple at the same time. We'll do like every time there's a turn, or every time there's a like that Valfire has to do a turn, we'll do one.
Okay.
Mine
Okay.
was a 7.
Okay. Okay.
And
All right. So next
So-
turn
okay, never mind.
is toward the starboard. It's another wide one. So give me another strength check.
Here we go on the wide. I don't know what the hell sound I just heard there. And we'll do one more just for shits and the giggles.
Cameron's really
Hit
working
the
on,
D4 as well.
Cameron's really working those close-ups of the biceps and stuff. Just looking sweaty,
Yeah, the boat's back up to 70 hit points.
Oh, there we go.
glistening scales.
Yeah,
with
this is your Chris Evans with the helicopter moment.
From Civil War.
Yeah.
God.
All
right.
You want to be
So, yeah, you
The deep-
spin the wheel back the other direction again. And once again, you've got it. You go right dead center in the middle of the lane. And everybody shifts to the other side, but because you're just doing such a damn spanky good job, no one has to really, like, fight the momentum. So everyone's just kind of, like, holding their balance, just shifting on their feet. Okay, and an immediate another turn coming to the starboard. Oh, if anyone wants to do mending.
Oh, they do.
I do. Never mind. I'm also getting a drink.
Got the local Menders Union 420 over here.
Okay, so it's just one person per turn.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
One or the other.
well, then I'm getting a drink.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we'll do
and I gotta
Marcus. Marcus
I-
does the 3.
I gotta re-roll it.
No, you're fine.
Oh,
Wasn't the boat back at full health? after
No,
the last-
right,
second
boat has
chances.
75 health.
Okay, it's
Oh.
time to break out the
Okay, you're at
D4 and the
17. You
D8.
just added another 3, so you're at 73.
So 8. Oh my god!
Oh my god.
I wish I could show you. I got an 8 and a 4. I was like, I gotta show you how. Just roll it out. They're not. You can't see. Never mind. Okay, sorry, my bad. So yeah, that 7 turns into a 19.
19. Definitely not high enough.
Of course not.
So you're like you
Wait,
got a
you
little
had
too
a-
overconfident at
didn't you?
how you've been going. I've been doing the last couple turns.
Wait, was
So
that
you
10
spin the
plus
wheel
12?
back the other day and you overcorrect.
Of course
And this
I
time the front of the boat hits the shore a little bit on the port side.
Wait, Valfire, was the +3 was part of your strength check, right? So you had 10 plus 12?
did.
It was 22.
No, I
It was a
didn't
22.
it show up there? Oh, I'm sorry. 10 plus 12. Yes,
Yeah, 22.
22. My apologies.
Okay, that's
I
it.
forgot that it added the 3. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, you got your
Okay, so you barely miss hitting the port side shoreline, but you did overcorrect a little bit. But this made everybody shift to the other side of the boat again, and Liestar is starting to go again.
Hey, we get some
Somebody
visual-
want to try mending this turn?
Marcus, you want to go this time?
He got it last time.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
If Gretchen wants to do it this time, that'd be good.
Okay.
Okay, 3.
We're clearing the barnacles
Okay,
off
the
of
boat
this
is back
beast.
up to full health.
Yay.
Sweet.
Uh,
All right. So now we have, and you can see from here, you have 2 turns to port in a row.
You've got keep that advantage for my health.
Is it,
Get some F-Zero music going.
Yeah, no, right. You played
Uh,
Mute City.
Hell yeah.
I should play that song from the Driven trailer by Methods of Mayhem. Going too fast, going too fast.
4 again. So what does that come off to?
we're out of 8s.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I put it off to the side.
Did you do with advantage or do the roll twice?
And you get +4 or D4.
I added
Guidance.
the D4 being 4, but where is it? Why is it not showing? What does it show that I just rolled?
14.
Okay,
Here comes the second one now.
okay.
Wait for it.
So that'll help.
19.
19,
There.
okay.
So plus your
Plus
That will
plus
cover
4.
the first turn. So you turn the wheel to port, and you hug wide again, but you don't come in contact with the shoreline at all. And Lizdar manages to just kind of like put her hand over her mouth and say,
I just figured I'd start rolling for the second part of that turn.
"Yep, give me another one."
Okay.
Please not use the bag of holding as a airplane vomit bag.
No, I have spices in there.
God.
The spices, no.
Why is it spicy? I got a 2,
Oh, that's when you just turn.
so I
You know-
think that's gonna be what's that? 19.
19.
19, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you manage to hold the wheel, and then when the next turn comes, you turn it just a little bit more, and you manage to hug the outer shoreline as you make the turn.
Tokyo drift stuff happening here.
Basically, does he have like those Hulk hands pushing out through the side of the boat, like little what's his name? Little Bow Wow had on his car in the movie.
Oh,
Okay, and almost immediately you have another turn to the starboard.
We really got to get a GPS. Feels like the long way around.
Somebody want to give me a perception roll?
I think everyone on deck get to do that.
Sure.
Sure. No. That's a no for me.
Yeah, Nazriel's just kind of like, I'm too busy trying not to Ralph.
I'm too
17.
busy trying to help hold this wheel.
Yeah.
Marcus misses, Nazriel misses. So, Duridaas, Keanu, and Greksha, you see that there are probably 20 more turns coming.
Holy-
I hope you're not tired,
this
Bullfire.
entire region is nothing but rapids with nothing but turn after turn after turn after turn.
I'm glad the history didn't tell me about that.
Nope.
Can we just make a strength
Nobody
check to-
talks about this area.
Can we make strength check to just
Nobody
carry
really
the boat?
returns. Everything is just hearsay.
Can we,
Right.
can we
So,
please
let's
get off
see
this
here.
ride? I want to get off the
22.
ride.
Okay, you managed to successfully turn through the starboard turn here. And Lizdar manages to hold off the vomitorium again.
We got to
So-
find a way to slow down to make it easier to maneuver.
Okay, you got another turn to port.
Throw the anchor down, right? No, that's gonna turn us around again.
Well,
We got to
we're-
we
I
got to
mean, we
drag
could-
something behind us.
2 heavy things.
What do we got?
wrap a chain around me and toss me overboard.
would add drag. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Although
I need
you've got a
another-
nice
Another strength
smooth-
check.
So
Guidance.
another strength. Here we go.
Guidance.
Guidance on
You
live
get guidance, and you get guidance. Like it sounds like Oprah going like, "You get a car, you get a car."
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad we've got that second roll here, folks. That
Nice.
assistance has been hugely helpful. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, what do we got?
Better than 5. Come on.
Oh, fuck. 9?
No.
9.
Well, 12.
Plus 3.
Yeah,
plus
12
3
plus-
D4.
Hold on. Plus 2 more from the D4.
Not enough.
No.
Yeah.
So the immediate turn, you don't react fast enough, and the boat scrapes once more along the shoreline, causing 16 damage.
Back to square one.
Mending.
Mending crew back on board.
Damage control. I got it. I rolled an 8.
Oh, what the hell? 75 minus 16. There we go.
Plus 8.
Plus 8. Okay.
So is there by chance a big rope on the boat at some point? Maybe we could, aim to lasso a tree, Mr. Performance, or something? I'm just throwing
There
it
is
out
nothing
there.
on the shoreline.
Or maybe with,
It's just like you're in grasslands.
how far are we from boat
I-
to shore?
I think we have enough healing. I think we're doing well enough with the guidance. Just keep going, guys. We got this.
20 more
That's
turns.
inspiration if I've ever heard it.
Give him
It's fine.
inspiration. You get an inspiration. Everyone gets inspiration.
Eventually, it's gonna get dark.
Oh my god, darkness is the least of our... we could
But
who has
kind
night
of
vision?
do this, but
Who has night vision?
I do.
Most
Comes
of
to
us.
drifting, it's all about family.
I mean, so how many?
Family.
How long? How long has it taken?
No.
You're broken.
You're
I-
hereby revoked from
finally
entering
read
my abode at the end of the month, sir.
Oh.
Was that a F and F
Hmm?
reference? Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Okay. I've only seen the first one, and I knew what that meant.
This one too.
And I hate you.
I know it's all about family.
It's all about family.
And I hate you.
Yeah, dude, it's all about family.
Family.
You done messed up, Aaron!
So...
Hey, D nice.
Okay, you have another turn coming up to the starboard.
Guys, seriously, could we think about maybe stopping by getting off the boat and tying
This one
around
is a
things,
tight
or
turn.
just pulling hairpin turns out of our asses if you want to continue? I'm sure
You
there's
gotta
a lot-
get the boat. Gotta get the boat through one way or another. Might as well just get her done.
I mean,
Get her
can,
done.
can 2 of us just carry the boat on land?
Yeah, I feel like with
It's
How
a little
heavy is
six
too
of
big
us,
for that.
12 foot. How big was it?
It's enough to carry all of you comfortably, plus a fox.
And
plus
spices.
the fox. We're not talking about you.
And
Tanner.
Lysdar. So there's 7 people on board. They're not bumping shoulders all the time, so there's enough space for y'all to get around. And there's a fox on deck.
Yeah, it's a couple thousand pounds
Yeah.
of wood.
Well, I mean, I could be a horse.
Well, I mean that's up to you, but
I think she might end up being a horse with broken legs.
oh, you said a horse.
God damn it.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go there.
Okay, let's see.
I think we got to shoot it, or we leave the boat behind, and that's it. So keep going. I said we keep rolling. We've made it. It's like the farther we make it, the less we have to walk.
I noticed the people who want to keep going are not the people who are doing the hard work.
Huh.
That's
I'm
generally how it
fixing-
goes.
I would say that at some point, Volfire's probably going to have to relinquish
Let go.
because he's going to start getting super tired. So you're going to start taking exhaustion points.
So
Well,
what
then,
I'm gonna
Naz,
so what I'm gonna start doing is breaking out some fucking wings and getting off this goddamn boat. So one for
Naz-
all and all
Naz-
for flush.
I guess
Naz
I
is the next strongest, right? I mean, this isn't like a 3-day thing, is it?
No.
20 turns as fast as we're going. Like we're covering these like one every 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
19. This is only going to be like an hour.
yeah. As a
in
strength
game
is
time.
darn high.
So yeah, it's like maybe
I can
we
take
make
over
the
as the
switch
main.
now.
You can switch.
I'm going to say after this next, I would say 2 more turns, you're going to take a point of exhaustion.
Switch out.
Okay. I don't
Well,
have anything to add to it except what I've been doing. So, by all means,
Well,
Can
Somebody
you
else.
assist Naz without exhausting yourself?
that's up to the big man.
Or assist him?
Yeah,
Can anybody assist Naz?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm not strong.
tech-
I mean, if it's just
technically anyone can assist.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the assisting doesn't really get affected by the quality of bonus. It's just
It's
someone's
just the
assisting.
act. It's just the act.
I could assist, but we'd lose the guidance.
Yeah, you need
Yeah,
like
Okay, so
apparently
I'll
only
assist.
one person is needed for mending, and you got a
I'll
guidance
assist
person.
you.
okay, so you continuing?
Yes.
Okay,
Naz-
so roll me
Naz
another
is on
strength
helm.
check. Oh, Naz is at the helm now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
No
assisting
pressure.
Valfire to take a rest and learn mending.
Oh, come on!
Okay, so Nazriel is now in
What is that?
control of the boat on turn 14.
Oh gosh, what's that?
And he rolls a 10 with a 1d4. Assuming Duridaas is still just there, the infinite
Yep.
pool of guidance.
So 10 is your 10 and 4. Okay.
14.
You don't make it.
It was a bit of a shaky handoff.
Yeah,
between
so
them.
yeah, the handoff itself was a little rough because the moment Valfire let go of the wheel, it started to turn, and you ended up having to catch it and then try to make up the.
Don't blame this shit on me. I put in my time.
You have to make up the amount of turns that you lost, and you do scrape alongside the port, taking.
Oh, did anyone roll for mending last time?
It'll be someone did. Now you get a chance to do it now. You take another 17 points of damage.
Jeez.
So you're
May
down
have
to
been
50.
me who rolled last. I did not
Think-
roll
No,
last.
The last
I
time
rolled
somebody
last.
did.
I
It was
rolled
an
8
8.
for a custom.
It was an 8
Yeah.
immediately after we took the 16.
Yeah,
damage.
Keanu did.
Okay, so someone roll this time.
Yeah, because the last time I wrote it
Okay.
down. Last time was an 8, so that was Keanu.
9.
Okay, so the
There we go.
hit points of the boat are down to 50. Plus 9.
15.
So you got 59
15
now. Okay. So now you come across a long straightaway. The river does tend to like snake a little bit, but there's no kind of sharp turn. It's just kind of like snakes a little bit to the right, snakes a little bit to the left. And then you see that you're coming up against a huge, long turn. This one's going to require you to hang on to that wheel for quite a while.
Oh dear.
So roll me
Give me
the
a
strength checks.
Don't quit on me, boy.
You're my boy, Blue!
Woo!
That'll do it.
22, you hit it. So you had enough time to prepare because you saw it coming, and with also damaging the boat just now, you're kind of like, I'm not going to screw this one up. So you hold on, and you manage to keep it straight as the boat does this extra wide turn that's almost like a complete 180 kind of turn.
And I'm assisted. It's kind of like in that very first season of X-Men, the cartoon in '96, when Beast is holding up the door and Wolverine comes in. I'll help you, Beast. Yeah. And he's like, it's the thought that counts.
It's a fastball special! Okay, and does anybody want to do mending?
I think
Ooh,
it's
I did it
Marcus's turn, or
Marcus
no.
did last time.
Okay, I will go.
I'm just gonna go up to the front of the boat, strip down, and look like a big snake.
Hellfire's just exhausted, just
That's
splayed
literally a
out
little
on his back.
snake.
So
Okay,
they're
the
like,
boat is up
"Oh,
to 64 health.
it's a big sneaky boat. We like those."
Okay.
I mean, part of me hopes we lose the boat so I can use Liam's tiny hut when we rest at night. But
Oh my gosh.
Going to use the hut.
Okay, so now
It's
you
gonna-
have a very tight turn coming up to the port.
Okay. Alright. Activate advantage. Click roll. Yes.
Do it, come on. Yeah.
20 plus 4.
Okay.
Oh, you want to do +4?
No, I mean, maybe the success will carry so far over that the next turn becomes easier.
Ah, yes. You will
Okay, so you
overwhelm the.
pitch to the port and you make the turn successfully. Lysdar is managing to hold in her puke. But
Heal.
she's sitting there
heal.
going like, I don't know how much more of this I can take.
So,
You
someone
can rally.
needs mending. Someone roll for mending.
Don't miss a beat.
Marcus, it's your turn since I'm out of the
Oh.
cycle. Because I'm assisting.
Ooh, not so good that time.
Okay, you're up to 68 of 75.
There we go.
Only down 7.
Okay, let's see here.
That's what the bears said, but yet they said.
This one is one of the tightest turns you've come across so far. It's almost like you would have to drift in order to pass this one.
Yes. It's happening.
It's happening! It's happening!
Stay cool.
Honey! Honey! Honey!
Alright. Roll with advantage. Yeah. Roll with advantage. Click roll.
Woo!
22.
Okay.
Las adiciones.
Without anything else.
1 de 4.
Okay, so you manage to drift along the side of, or the opposite side of the river, and the back end of the boat comes, like, I would say, like, less than a foot from, like, what would consider you hitting the shore. But you make the turn and immediately go into another one to the starboard.
Oh no.
I mean,
You got this, man. You got this.
Just keep spinning and go backwards and then
It's only like 16 more turns to go.
yes. Oh, that'd be perfect. Yeah, just flip around and go backwards. We're just steer this way. Boats work the
keep
same like
going.
cars. Advantage. Oh, might need that D4. Oh, that gets it up to 18. Are there any other bonuses besides the D4?
My pat on the back.
So you had 18.
18.
This one does not
Oh,
is not successful.
We didn't. Someone didn't cast mending last
Oh
time.
yeah,
when
someone
we
didn't cast
threw
mending
that.
last time.
we had 7. We had 7 damage left to repair at that time.
That's
Oh,
Yeah!
Yay! Fully heal and then immediately crack and crackle.
So
As
the
it
boat is
goes
back up to
back
full
out.
health.
Right before it takes another damage.
Yep. And you overcorrect this time, and you don't successfully pull off the drift. Honestly, it was surprising you pulled it off the first time. And the boat hits the shore, and you take 20 damage.
Oof.
oof.
Oh,
So you're down to
Rubber.
55.
That's a DM pivot. He wasn't doing enough damage earlier.
No, I am not getting it. Rolled a 20 on here.
Rolling the damage. Okay.
Well, now
Oh
we get to mend
my.
again.
Yep.
And mend and mend and mend.
Yep.
Mending time.
So is that
Me.
Marcus's turn? Okay.
Oh,
A dose. So you're up to
know.
57. Gotta keep it on like go between one app, the other app, one app, the other app.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
ready to roll.
So let me bring this back up. Now you have. Where are you?
A gentle.
Now you have a super wide turn coming to the port. So this is going to be higher because you have to hold the wheel longer.
Baby, there ain't no river wide enough. 21.
21 is not enough.
Plus a
right,
D4.
D4.
Oh, plus
Get that
your
D4.
D4? Okay.
Is there
20.
any way?
4.
24. Okay, you just made it. So, taking the damage the last turn, you manage to successfully correct your error, and you go around the turn, and you manage to hold it in place. But you're just like Valfire, your arms are starting to shake a little, so the exhaustion is starting to set in.
Do you think it'd be possible for me to get a short rest in?
Probably not.
Okay.
It's
I
like,
was
it's
gonna say,
like
with the
1
amount
minute.
of moving around you're doing, you're being flung around like a rag doll on deck. You're like, yeah,
Yeah, we'll just tie you to the sail. Like,
just
what
getting all
about Bob?
zen, sitting there in the corner, and Peeps just looking at you like,
Tie you to the sail. Like,
you
what
might, get
about
you
Bob?
might get a short rest. It might involve a concussion, but
yeah,
yeah.
if you get knocked out, there's a possibility.
As soon as you
If
leave the
if
boat,
there's like an epic fail coming up, possibly.
as soon as you
Okay. I
leave
was
the
just
boat,
asking.
it'll be a quick rest.
Anybody want to mend?
I did.
I
7.
did 7.
Sorry, I keep on this switch between the two. Okay, 7.
No, no worries. I'm all over the tabs trying to keep track.
Okay, back to turn 20. You have a turn coming up to the starboard.
Did you say turn 20?
Yeah.
Ooh.
How many left?
I'm looking at the map.
I'm not gonna
so-
tell
30?
30.
Ah!
I think there's like 15 more.
Oh my gosh.
Valfire, how do you feel about taking back the wheel soon?
Sure. Do I need to roll a Constitution?
I'll roll. I don't know how I want to handle exhaustion, but I figure I'll do at least this one more.
You've got at least a couple more turns before you're gonna take a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Okay, so
Marcus might be the next one up with strength.
Oh gosh. I only have a 14 strength.
you never know.
That's going to be higher than everyone else's that's left.
I have a
think.
17 Strength and a 17
so
Constitution. So if I have to
Nazriel,
roll
give me the
both-
roll.
Actually, should actually ask what a point of exhaustion does. Let's get that
Everything's
roll out
an
of the
disadvantage.
Yeah, and it makes it so you can't get your stuff back unless you take like a long rest.
17.
17.
Yeah.
That made it. This was not a harsh turn.
That was with the
So
D4.
turn 20 is this is a turn to the starboard, and this one is actually kind of mild compared to the other ones. It's not nearly as steep as a sharp, so it's kind of easy to hang on and make it happen. But immediately you have to spin that wheel back around to go to the port. So give me another one. Oh, somebody want to mend?
Yes, someone wants to mend.
Someone wants to mend.
I think that's Marcus.
9. Yay.
God damn.
Yay!
73.
Best
Okay.
damage control team ever.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that everybody picked it. All right, so give me another strength check.
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting dizzy just doing this.
22.
You did it.
Whew.
Okay, but this one was a lot more sharp of a turn than the previous one that you did, and everybody goes slamming into the starboard side of the boat.
Keanu,
This is when Lysdar goes like, I just can't hold it anymore.
Keanu, do you want me to lash you to the sail? Just like what about
Eventually, she's just going to be like, "There's nothing left.
That'll be our short
There's
short
nothing
rest.
left."
Cast Pedialyte.
I don't have that spell anymore. It's gone.
Get a whole
One-
1 point. Of
1 point
mending.
away from being at full health. Okay.
You had 2 to heal, and you got 1. Oh.
Okay, you have another turn coming up to port. You have a small straightaway that is helping you gain a little bit more speed before you get there.
Just what we needed. More speed.
Dramamine.
Oh gosh. I don't know if Valfire has had enough rest for make it worthwhile to switch back, but
Any useful spells to restore their energy?
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking. It's like Marcus.
heal
gets, like,
That's a long rest.
Uh,
They didn't take. He didn't, or Valfire didn't take the point of exhaustion.
No.
They swapped out before it hit.
yeah, it's like
So
I got
how
like
many
one more
turns?
turn in me.
Like,
Basically.
if you want me to ice your sore muscles, I can do that.
I cast.
I meant ice, like icy hot, not like what's it called? The
I cast
liquid
Mage
that freezes
Hand.
things to like negative
Fire
300.
freeze. Or, yeah.
I cast Mage Hand and start giving him a shoulder rub.
Like a shiatsu.
Mage hand specialization, deep tissue massage.
Okay, Nazrul, you're rolling the strength.
Yeah, but Valfire, gonna need you to just take over after this one.
No problemo.
Let's see how that goes. Roll. Yes. Thank you. 21. And we can throw the D4 in just for good measure. 23.
23. Okay. This is 22.
Bless you, guidance.
So you spin to port again, and it's not so hard of a turn again, so you'll be able to make it relatively easily. And Lysdar just sits on the floor of the deck and just like wipes her mouth, and she's just like, I'm so done with this.
Are you, though?
Time to jump in for you, brother.
Okay, you have 1 point of healing if you want to do it. Nazrul did it. Oh no, that's not it. That's the
Yeah, I
catch.
think that's Marcus's go.
Woohoo!
You just need to roll a
As you're
at
lucky
least
that this is a cantrip.
Hey,
Yeah.
there we go. Exactly.
Exactly the one you needed to go back to full health. Nice. Exactly. That's
I
teamwork.
can't help but I think of that meme with the NFC North where it's like Detroit Green Bay is like I'm doing my part, and the Bears are like I didn't do jack shit.
shit.
And that's
Okay, Nazrul, you take 1 point of exhaustion.
lies.
Oh, stayed on for 1 turn too many? Alright. We were switching over now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So how many turns have I got in me left?
We'll find out. I'm not going to tell you.
Excellent. Excellent. So throw,
Okay,
another,
so the next turn coming up is a turn to the port.
throw another body on the grill.
This one is kind of a wide one.
Don't be talking to me like that.
Mm-mm.
Call me a wide
Hey,
one.
it's
Come on.
width that matters.
I may not be big, but I'm wide as a soup can.
It's like a
21 plus a D4.
21. Okay. This one wasn't also a very hard turn. As like I said, it was a wide one. So you managed to jump in just as Nazrul's like, "Oh shit, the arms are done,"
Right.
and steps aside, and you just step in and magically spin that bitch,
That's what I do.
and you make the turn.
Excellent.
And almost
I did
immediately,
amend
there's
out of
another one.
habit.
Yeah, there's no mending needed. You're mended. You're mended out.
You magically grew more wood.
Okay. Next up is a turn that
Would be
is
awesome.
It's going to take a long time to make that turn because it's super wide. So this one is going to require what?
I need that spell.
You magically grew new wood.
What happened? What I missed?
Oh no.
It wasn't necessarily what you said. Just
Oh, something I
Keanu's
said?
reaction. I need more
No,
wood.
why? I just heard somebody say, "You want some?"
I might be drunk.
Okay, you've got a very wide turn coming up, so it's going to require a high strength check.
At advantage.
Is that a dog?
Well, the first one's a natural 20, so I think we can take that.
Yeah, I think you're okay. Okay, and yeah, that actually is like 1 point past what you needed. So, being just freshly rejuvenated, at least for the 5 minutes that you got sitting down, you'll manage to hold the wheel as you make that super wide turn and see it through. And there's an immediate another turn to the starboard. Once that is done.
Of course, there's a backswing. Let me try that one again.
That's a natural 1. Oh shit!
He's,
Well,
that
we're
was
gonna-
only. He's
Yeah,
rolling them
we're-
individually.
Is it not rolling out? I guess it's ignoring. Oh, here we go. Thanks for showing up. Are you fucking kidding me? Good night, Irene. It's been fun.
Natural 1. Yeah.
Wow.
So you got a little overconfident again,
Hold on to your knickers, folks.
and the boat goes so wide that it actually slams into like the shore isn't like beach anymore. Now it's like just grassland, and then it drops, and it's just like you can see soil, and then there's water. So you slam into that, and you crack a chunk of the boat on the port side,
Did I do that?
and you end up taking 25 points of damage.
Fuck.
We're lucky that it just stops the boat.
This might slow us down.
Yeah, as we're taking on.
Actually, yeah,
water.
you do slow down a little bit, and you're now going to start taking on water because there's like a chunk taken out of the boat.
Men team, let's go.
Yes, means
Because
men
I-
to team 6.
It's because I eat too
So-
many salty chips.
You hear Peeps go like, "Eat!" and you look, and he's like taking his feet out of the water that's starting to get on the deck. And he's like, "No, don't like the water. No."
Oh,
Okay, so now whoever is mending, the other has to bail. Bail
Bathe him.
water.
Oh,
Bail.
bail.
I would say everybody could bail water that's not steering and mending.
My arms are so tired.
oh, there's a whole 3 points.
Naz gets to
Mending,
rest.
okay.
Duridaas is still guiding us, and I'm assisting. So, one person bailing, one person mending.
And there's still one person that hasn't done anything yet because she's been puking the whole time.
water.
Yeah.
Plus 3.
Yeah, she's got an
Okay, so you're up
empty
to
stomach
53.
now. She can just swallow and purge.
Oh, wow.
And she's like, "That's what you
That's
think, huh?"
That's so dark.
That's what I call my ex-girlfriend.
The purge.
Swallow and purge.
God. Let me see here.
Kill me.
What can she do? Load, you son of a bitch.
There's like 8 to 10 more turns.
Almost there. We got
I'm not
this.
even going to bother at this point. It's just taking forever to load this thing.
Roll manually. You have
No, I was just trying to see if there's anything she could do, but she is like got tears streaming from her eyes because of the vomiting. So she's in no position to assist at the moment.
If she could at least assist on the wheel, that would give advantage, and I could do mending as well, or bailing.
She's strong enough to do this?
I could shore it
Doesn't
up
matter.
with ice, but that risks problems.
More damage.
Yeah.
Can I get the game? The game log's gone now.
Can someone cast Walk on Water on the boat?
I mean, I could in a few hours.
Okay, there's another turn to the starboard coming up.
Here we go.
I hope it shows up because the game log is not working on my end.
Okay.
Let's try to log back in.
Well, it's not looking great from my end. Got a strength check of 4, strength check of 4.
Oh, I've only rolled it. Well, no wait. Here's the other
Here
one.
comes 8 plus 3
Oh.
is 11.
Oh,
Plus
right.
4,
Yeah,
and then it's coming through, please.
No.
Nope. So
11
11 plus
whatever
4.
D4.
Roll your 1d4.
Yeah, I think that's gonna have to happen.
Yeah, no game activity. What the hell?
3.
So
What the hell?
14.
14.
Yeah, we fucked.
Even the dice are tired.
Wow.
I'll leave my 20 sided out here.
Game log. Okay, there we go. So 11 and a 7.
Basically, 14 is the best we can come up with.
14. Now,
Yeah, didn't think so.
so you swing wide again, and the bow of the boat comes into contact with the shoreline, and pushes it in a little bit, which is going to be causing a little bit of drag. But now you've got even more water coming onto the deck, and that takes 14 damage.
Marcus, I don't think we really get to take turns now. I think we go all in as fast as we can.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you do mending, Greksha.
Yeah.
Okay, so 8 takes you to 47.
Lysar, start bailing.
Okay, she starts pushing the water with her hands because there's no bucket on deck.
Wow.
And she starts using her feet to like kick the water back at the corners of the boat.
Just being snippy about it.
She doesn't. There's no bucket.
I
anything.
toss her my shield so she can at least scoop.
Yeah.
Okay, so she grabs you hand her the shield, and she's just like, okay, and just starts doing like the whole shoveling snow thing, where she gets a shield full of the water, just does it over her shoulder.
Sure, fine, whatever works.
This isn't what I signed up for.
I'm about to thunder wave.
Bet you didn't sign up for dying either.
Remember, service guarantees citizenship.
Would you like to know more?
Wow.
I'm doing my part.
The only good bug's a dead bug.
Beautiful.
Nice. This is why this group's awesome. Okay, you have another turn coming to the port. This one is a
course I
very
do.
tight one.
I've been told that
This
before.
is going to be a little bit of the Tokyo Drift action. So,
Oh dear.
oh, natural
Natural
20.
Get
Bounce
on.
back big time. So, after taking damage twice in a row, you're like, the hell with this. and you give it everything, and you spin that wheel, and you hold it in place, and that boat does this weird kind of, almost like it moves sideways for a second, and slides right back into the lane.
Sploosh.
Heal.
We're just pulling off moves like that ship drifting in Battleship. I believe I saw clips
Movie
of.
Battleship?
Yeah, I think they
Never
had
saw
like
it.
their giant freaking destroyer just drift.
Okay, you're up to 51. Okay, and you have another port turn coming.
Man, it is black and white here. Come on now.
It's like an either-or situation.
Oh yeah. Yes, it is.
Roll again.
Yes,
for
I am.
advantage. Please.
Yes, there it is. Better. And add 2 to it.
Two. Jeez, you just hit it. Okay. And coming off that natural 20, you're just kind of like, I got this. And you turn the wheel the other direction, or back in the same direction, just a little bit further, and keep on sliding around that corner.
That's what she said.
Mending.
6 more.
6. Takes you to 57. And another turn coming to the starboard.
This poor boat. I don't want to get philosophical here, but I don't think this is Theseus' ship anymore.
I was wondering when someone's going to make that joke.
Nice.
Oh, RG,
I got a 4.
Oh, I wasn't sure
Oh.
if he froze or he was mad at me, and then he blinked. Oh.
That was me going, God damn it.
And then he blinked.
13.
Plus
He's
a
got
4. So
You get it. You can roll again. You have
yeah,
advantage.
you only did the one
Yeah,
time.
Advantage.
you said do it again?
You only
You
rolled
get
one.
advantage.
Oh right. Okay.
Hey, keep the 4 from the D4.
Yeah.
Mending.
There we go.
22. Yep.
So 26 altogether, and we get 6 hit points back.
Okay. It's almost like it ain't no thing. And you spin that wheel in the other direction and you glide around that corner. Mending, you get 6. Was it Marcus or was it Grex's turn?
We're both going now.
Okay,
Our
63.
ship is too sad to only get half a love.
Okay, and Lyzdar is still throwing water overboard, but it seems like it's getting nowhere because every time she does that, some comes right back. But the boat is actually starting to take on less water as it's starting to repair itself.
Itself.
Or it is being repaired. I stand corrected.
The
Another
boat's
turn
li-
to the port.
The boat's a mimic. It's casting cure wounds on itself.
Yeah. It's like, these fools don't even know. Do you know who I am? You must not know who I am.
Why did I see a tongue?
Uh,
Remind me to kick whoever gave you these cards in the shins the next time I see them.
Oh, this
Oh.
is. You can thank the map for this.
Second roll. What's the 4? Let's see.
Okay, 13. Well, you got another roll to go. You got advantage.
Yep.
I'm never coming this way again.
I think
I
there's
feel
a
like-
reason no one talks about this area.
Because no one ever comes back.
Yeah, well, that didn't improve all that much.
No.
13. Okay, 13 plus
4.
4.
17.
17. That is a no. Okay. So this was.
I'll tell you what. All this back and forth, after you've had a gummy for an hour and a half.
Oh,
So this is another one that you have to hold onto the wheel for an extended amount of time. And
That's
as you're
what she
doing
said.
it, the back end of the boat, you think you're going to drift it again, but this turn was not designed for drifting. And the back end of the boat hits and almost takes the rudder off. It is now kind of loose.
Oh, fix the badunkadunk or we're all up Shit's Creek.
You take 10 plus
Oh,
8,
No
so
plus.
18 damage.
Plus, I got a splinter in my pinky, and it hurts a lot.
And you take 1 point of exhaustion.
What's that
oh
do?
no.
I heal 1.
All right, we need to swap out. Marcus,
you
you
heal
gotta.
1, so
you
you're
gotta
up
come
to
in here.
46.
oh no. All right.
No.
I also have a 14 strength.
Oh, okay. Either one of you.
It's either one of you jumps in or we check if like advantage plus disadvantage of exhaustion just equals 1 roll for us. So,
It does, and I don't think we want to. I don't think we want to do that. I think we're
Nope.
better off.
Yeah, Marcus, you prefer to keep to mending or steering?
I will try to steer. Why not?
Okay.
Okay. So
I will
you're
keep
now in a long straightaway, so it's the perfect time to switch places. And
Slap you on the ass, Marcus. Have at it, father.
and as that happens, the rudder, you can feel it as you take the wheel, you can feel it shaking because the rudder is kind of loose.
Need to mend the rudder.
Mend.
So somebody wants to mend.
I did
Oh,
1.
you did? That was the one. Yes, you took 1, so you're up to 46 points. Didn't really fix the rudder.
Can I-
no.
But
Hang on.
as you are
Hey,
doing this, the
wait,
the bow
wait.
is now fixed. Now it's the back
Wait.
end of the boat that's the problem, and you are gaining more speed again.
Can someone relieve me from assisting so I can mend?
Oh,
I guess I
assist.
could probably go back into assisting because
yeah.
being exhausted doesn't. What does that matter?
Okay. So I'm mending now.
Okay.
I'm
so,
I'm guidancing.
Marcus, roll me a strength check.
With advantage.
And guidance.
Bless you, guidance.
You're doing all right there, kid.
What's guidance is D4?
Okay, so you rolled a 19 plus
Up to a
1,
20.
So 20. Did not do it.
What?
Oh,
No.
So the
My
turn to the
oh.
port
Crunch.
is a very, very steep or very tight turn to the port, and you haven't been driving this boat very often. So
Nope.
you're kind of like, I know how to do this. I guess I don't. Bam. And you hit, but it's not so bad. You only take 11 damage to the
And I
boat.
did 6 on mending.
So
Focusing
you're down,
on
the
the rudder.
boat's down to 35. And this time it was the starboard side of the boat that took some damage. So the part that had cracked earlier is now cracked back open again. Not nearly as bad. And Greksha gives it 6 back, and Piano takes 6, so 12. So you're up to 47.
I was
So that
focusing
crack
on the
is now
rudder.
gone.
Or the
No, I was
rudder
focusing on the
fixed.
rudder.
Huh?
I was focusing on the
Oh,
rudder.
on the rudder? Okay. So the crack is half gone, and the rudder is now fixed.
Yay.
Okay, so now
Half
we're at-
crack.
Okay, so this
Suffering
now
from
is a turn to the starboard.
plumber's crack.
Can I roll a perception to see what's coming up?
Mm-hmm.
Just get a bonus for being warned of what's coming up.
Jesus.
30.
What the?
You see
I
a
was
bunch
at
of
19.
You see that after this turn, you have a very long straightaway that is looking like it's going to be leading to a very large body of water.
Okay.
Where we are now.
One
We're
more
through.
turn, and then we get to chill for what seems like a while into a big body of water.
Well, there's one that's leading to the body of water, but you don't know if there's any more turns coming. You just see that ahead of you is what you can see is a straightaway, but there's a body of water just beyond that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So-
Waterfall. Jagged rocks at the bottom.
Bring it on. No, only one of you gets the classical reference.
I get that one.
21
It's my
plus.
favorite Disney movie. Okay, so I think we're about done with the
23.
Did not pass.
Ah!
It's another really super tight turn. And once again, you don't react fast enough and you don't have enough experience to do it or to pilot the boat properly. And the port side slams up against the shoreline. And you take...
I think
20 points of
still
damage.
have bardic inspiration that I never used.
You're at
Oh,
27
there.
health. And the boat is starting to take on quite a bit of water. Grexia gives it 8.
10
No, that-
total.
10 total, okay.
And then I did a 9.
So you're up to 37. And you
Okay.
gave it a 9. So you're up to 46. Okay, so now you're on a long straightaway that's probably a good quarter of a mile long.
How wide is the river at this point?
At this point, it's actually pretty narrow.
Uh,
So as you come out of that turn and make that collision, you slow down a little bit, but then the water starts to pick up once again because now it's going to start feeding into this body of water.
drop anchor.
I drop
Marcus
anchor.
calls to drop anchor.
Keep mending.
We are
Stop.
stopping.
Yeah,
Move the take a chain and anchor it to the rear of the boat,
Yes.
and then drop the anchor off the aft side.
All right,
What he
Done.
said.
Okay. So who's doing this?
Mending.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll drop some ass.
Okay.
I mean anchor.
Throw the anchor overboard, over the aft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you hear it hit, and the speed that you're going at, it's still dragging a little bit, but you're moving.
Yeah.
And it's slowing you down, but you're still moving at, I would say, about half the speed you were moving at before.
That's fine.
That buys us more men's that we need to have.
Means.
Yep, means.
Mending.
Yeah, it
Roll
doesn't
the
seem
nine.
like there's anything on the riverbed that it could the anchor could latch onto. It's basically just like sand.
That's fine.
At least for now. It's raining men's. Hallelujah.
I'm gonna get a short rest in real fast.
No. Okay, so who's rolling mend for this? God
I
damn,
did
everybody.
3, 5, 8, and 10.
Why do we get 3?
You're at 72.
Yep, just three away from full.
So you're not taking water on anymore, but there's still some damage on the exterior side of the boat. So there's some cracks and some boards that are looking like they're a little out of place, like just shifted a little bit. Okay, and within, I would say, the next 3 minutes, you reach the next turn.
So that's enough time to mend the last 3 points.
I would say this is, while you were doing that mending, you reached the turn. So that was a lot of mending.
Oh
Okay,
my
so you got a
God.
turn coming to the port.
Hopefully someone else who's mending too.
Oh well, I mean, so yeah, I only got to roll once. I wasn't told that I could. I missed it. So let me keep rolling. If we had 3
Okay, you're back up
mends.
to full health on the boat.
Okay.
Okay, good.
You rolled an actual
Guidance.
1? Holy shit. Plus?
Don't do that.
2. Yeah,
15? Okay,
With
you did not
advantage?
pass again.
So we're moving slower now. So would that make
Yeah,
things
it's going to affect it's going to affect the amount of damage you take.
okay? I was hoping it'd affect the maneuver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the experience is what is killing you. Or lack of experience is what is killing you. You take 11 damage. So you're at 75 plus minus 11. You're at 64.
I was 2 mending.
2?
Sure,
Okay.
good.
Plus 2.
And I'm mending as well.
Plus 5.
5.
Okay, you're at 71. So the boat, like I said, it just looks like there's some exterior damage. No, you're not taking on water anymore. There's still some water left on the deck, but you're not taking on...
Lysar!
Don't slip and fall.
It's like, I'm trying! Jesus! So now you're in another really long straightaway. There are some curves happening here, but since you're slowed down significantly, it's not nearly as bad. So you're able to traverse those really well without needing to do any rolls. But there looks like, from where you're at, one final turn. But this one is going to take a high strength roll because it is one that you're going to have to be holding the wheel for quite a while.
Screw it. I'll do
Can
it.
we hear if there's a waterfall?
There's no waterfall.
Okay.
Valfire, you roll a disadvantage.
You've gotten to the point where just on off the starboard side, you can see there is a bunch of grassland that goes on for about 300 feet, and beyond that is the body of water that you saw earlier.
All right.
So it looks like once you go around this turn, from what you can tell, you're going to be fed right into that body of water.
All right, we're almost done, Marcus. Just hang in there with me.
Dear God that blesses Marcus. Go. Someone did cast bless. Who hasn't cast bless?
I mean, I have the spell, but
It doesn't work on this.
it's
Oh,
for
it doesn't?
attack rolls and saving throws. It doesn't do skill checks.
Damn it.
I looked.
Okay.
It's like, do I have anything? But no, I don't have anything for like strength rolls here.
Okay. Well,
Ooh,
No, I don't like that sound.
we're gonna topside.
Take it back. Take it
it's
back.
all right. We got the hit points.
Don't forget, you got advantage.
Yeah, you got.
No, that was with advantage.
Oh, that was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry. Okay.
That was a 6.
Well, shit.
I got a 10.
Woo.
Okay, so
Measures.
you managed to hold it in place for the first, 32 seconds of the turn,
Ooh.
and then the wheel just slips out of your hands.
And catches
And
that
you
off guard.
careen right into the
Snarf.
what is that? The port side shore, and scrape along it for, I want to say, a good 10 seconds.
It's
This is why
It's
we
like
can't
that-
have nice things.
it's
And you
like
end
the
up
NASCAR
taking
driver. The NASCAR driver at Talladega.
29 points of damage.
Can just grab the wheel and just try to
Okay, never
use my weight to pull it down in one direction.
You're down to 42 health on the boat.
I have mending.
Oh.
You sure do.
So the boat, there's a new crack on the boat, and it's letting some water through, and Lizar's like, I just finished this!
I do another 2 points of mending.
That's 2
I had
and
7.
9. Okay, so you're up to 51. And then the gash in the boat starts to heal a little bit, and she's like, that's better.
Oh my god.
So you come out of the turn finally, Marcus jumped back on the wheel. He's like, fuck! And he's trying to hold it. Manages to get you through, and you are spat out into... So you come out of that final turn.
Water.
The rapids
Final.
spit the drunken barnacle out into a large river mouth. The ship begins to decelerate steadily, and you all begin to unclench your buttholes as our rate of travel returns to a sensible pace. And now that your anchor is down, you are slowing to a crawl. Maybe a quarter of a mile off, you can see a gigantic body of water spreading out in all directions. This must be the Marsh of Chalimber.
You're a
This won't be-
Chalimber.
Almost home.
Language.
Almost.
I had
home.
3 more.
This is where you planned to dock in order to move on by foot to Anarok.
Yep.
At the far end of the
At the
marsh.
far end of it, yes. So you still got a little ways to go through the marsh.
Well, first we stopped leaking.
Yeah.
So
And
because
get
you've
rid
still
of
got
water.
the anchor down and the boat is decelerating because now you're no longer in the rapids and the opposite side of the tide is pushing the boat. So now you actually just come to a slow and complete stop.
Mending. Mending. Mending.
Men.
All
Mending.
the mendings. So I would say after a
Every
good
night.
20 minutes of trying to fix the boat, you eventually get it back up to full health. And after a while, Lysdar just finishes. She's like scraping the wood on the deck with the shield, going like, I want to get every last bit of this shit out. And when she's done, she hands Greksha back her shield. She's like, take that shit.
Would you like a good berry?
It's
I would like a nap because she's taken a point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes 2 of
So,
us.
how
3 of us.
how far away are we from shore and other stuff around us? Describe us.
From where you're at, you really can't tell. If you want to roll a perception, I could give you a clearer answer.
$16.
It's,
16.
I'm pretty sure we're on a boat.
Hang on a second. Let me bring up the map here.
It was
Yes,
going.
It reminds me about Lawyer Joke. Of course I know where you are. You're up there. How do you know he was a lawyer? Well, what he told us was the truth. It just wasn't worth a damn.
I thought you were gonna tell the one
The
about
full-
all the lawyers at the bottom of the sea.
No.
What do you call that? A good start?
Derp derp. Okay, from where you are at, Duridaas and Keanu, you can see that you have maybe 3/4 of a mile to go before you come to land. Straight ahead.
What about like the sides and around?
I would say about the same distance off to the starboard, and off to the port, you probably have 1.5 miles of open water. But this is marshland, so there's like patches of like dirt and moss and stuff floating on the surface, and you've now just started to notice that there is kind of a sulfuric scent in the air, and you notice that there are
Oh, that's
patches
fun.
where there is like some smoke and steam and some like yellow smoke coming out of the water in certain patches.
So we probably don't want to sleep in the boat.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
So
Okay, so
can I?
Don't have any matching.
You're not really going to be able to tell me that much history off of that roll, but I'm going to go with it. Although I do have advantage, so maybe I will try that a second time.
Paul, you're killing me, man. If you right-click on anything that you want to roll, you'll have the option to click to roll with advantage. It'll roll it twice for you.
I got a 18 on nature to know what's up with the yellow smoke.
Yeah, there is a lava flow underneath this marsh, and some of the sulfurous emissions of the lava is actually poking through the underneath of the river or the water, and it is releasing its toxic fumes out through the top.
Oh, just like
And-
home.
Yep. And
Yeah,
the river, the
we
water
wanna
itself
sleep
is,
here.
I would not say is blue. It is kind of like an icky gray.
Okay.
Gray water.
What
And
color
like I
would
said,
you
there's
call
these
this?
gross
sir?
looking patches of
Icky
like
gray.
ground and like grass and moss just like patched everywhere, and besides most of those you just see that yellow smoke rising around them. And the further you travel, well, you're stopped, so you wouldn't, but the smell is pretty bad, the sulfur smell.
Marcus,
The only thing that Valfire would know is that you do know that there was like rumors of lizard folk, bullywugs, and civs living here at some point. When, you don't remember. You went to school quite a long time ago.
Can I roll history as well, just because I travel and sing songs about lots of other places?
Sure.
Just see if I've heard anything from here. I have not.
You're just like, what's a bullywug?
Yeah,
Marcus.
what he said.
Bring up the anchor. Let's get underway.
Yep.
He rolls good. So Marcus strains a little bit, and he ends up getting the anchor back up. But since you're not fighting against tides or anything like that, or the rapids, that he's able to pull it back up onto the deck, and you start slowly moving along. And like I said, the further you move in, the smell of that sulfur just gets worse and worse. So I need everyone to start giving me con checks.
Con checks or saves?
Con saves. Sorry, con saves.
Can I get a bless?
Gesundheit.
Why?
I got a 7.
Our dice
So
are
everyone
sick
that
of
has a 1 point of exhaustion, you're at disadvantage, I think.
Yep. So that would be Fallfire and
Naz.
Nazriel and Lysdar. Hang on, let me roll for Lysdar real quick.
Great. So that just makes me feel taunted, Keanu. It's like I was accepting that I probably failed with a 9, but now I have this 25 to just mock me. Thanks.
It's the rule. It's the rule.
We live in a society.
I have to reroll.
Chaotic good, but I'm actually lawful.
Disadvantage.
That means I got to roll a second time, right?
Yeah. You can also do the right.
Even at disadvantage, she got a 16, so she doesn't Ralph this time. It's like, of course, of this 1 point, she doesn't barf.
There's nothing left.
Disadvantage, just roll twice.
Yeah,
and make it
there's
worse.
nothing left.
All right.
Yeah, as you can see, she kind of goes like, but eventually she's just like, woosah. Woosah.
So
Peeps, on the other hand, is going,
what's that? Is it showing up for you
Okay,
guys or no?
This is a mess of rolls I'm looking at here.
Holy crap.
Okay.
It's like everything
Right.
caught up all at once.
Who's doing
So, Nazriel has a 9.
Nazriel has a 9, you vomit.
Keanu has
Vomit
a
away.
7.
Keanu vomits again.
Grexia has a 24.
Rexha's good.
I had 15.
You're good.
11.
You're puking. Anyone who got underneath a 15 pukes.
Oh, I think that was Marcus too.
So it's my roll and then so under a 15?
Yeah.
At disadvantage, so it'll take my Constitution saving throw and then add on 4, right? Because I get a +4 con.
They should do that for you, right?
Saving
it's doing
throw?
that automatically when you roll the con save,
Oh, okay. Okay.
including that.
Oof.
All
Sorry.
right, so you eventually start to move closer to the shoreline that is straight ahead of you, and the smell starts to dissipate a little bit because now you're coming towards land. But you can also see that there's like these bubbling areas where like you can see some glowing coming from underneath the marsh, where there's some lava possibly breaching the surface underneath. But you come to land and you see that there is a shoreline that you could possibly dock at if you want to.
Yes.
I'm going to go with a yes, please, on that.
Okay, so the boat, you're going to beach it? You're going to anchor?
Beach it.
Beach it?
And anchor, so it doesn't go drifting back into the firewater or whatever this place is.
Okay, so you get close to the shore and you start to hear the underside of the boat rubbing up against the sandy bottom. And you eventually just reach, I want to say you travel maybe 10 feet inland, and then the boat kind of like tilts to the side, to the starboard side.
Oh, I wouldn't. Didn't want to go that far, but okay. That's where
The
we're at.
speed that you
That's
were
where
going.
we're at.
The wind brought you there. And who's throwing the anchor overboard?
I I think Marcus is the only one that can roll that without disadvantage.
Yeah.
12.
As you do, you clip the rudder.
Oh, I'll just mend it later. Who cares?
Okay, so everybody give me a perception check.
Nope.
Okay, you can see. Let's see.
My passive.
12,
Oh, never mind.
Nazriel 6, Keanu 18, Duridaas 7, Marcus 21.
Is this one gonna come out or what?
Probably
Son
Probably
of
need
a
to
bitch.
retcon. Probably need to retcon 2 vomits among the group.
Oh,
My aura of protection gives +3 on saves to those around me.
okay.
But Greksha actually had a 16. Marcus actually had a. Yeah, Greksha and Marcus were good. It didn't help me.
So that
Yeah.
vomit goes right back up into your throat.
This is taking far too damn long, so I'm just gonna roll
Some
with my
Doctor
hand.
Strange
Oh, here we
reversal
go.
of time, and it's really gross. Oh, it went back up. Oh.
Gross.
Damn sure what happened to the MCU.
No. Oh.
Valfire rolled a 10.
Yep.
Lizar 18.
Yeah, she has a 0 to that, but she rolled a straight 18. Okay, so out of everybody, Keanu, Marcus, Greksha, and Lizdar. So you notice that just ahead of you, there's a short bit of grassland, not unlike what you saw back in Najara. And then past that is sort of a grassy, hilly mountain that you can see rising up for at least a quarter of a mile ahead of you. And to your left is a pretty dense-looking forest that kind of borders that hilled area. And to the right is a very rocky area that actually has a very steep, looking like almost like shale mountain. Beyond that, you can't really see much because of the topography. You can't see over the hills or the mountain.
I would say we are probably in need of a long rest
Yes.
rather than venture any further. I'm going to say, are we good with resting? Can I cast
Yes.
my hut
Lehman's
spell?
tiny hut.
You can cast
You're so-
the hut. Job at the hut.
Pizza, the hut,
hut.
and man, a slice of pizza.
Gonna
sounds
send
pretty
out for
good.
you.
Tell him, Benny.
And create food and water.
That would be good. Okay, I am
Yeah.
casting Lehman's tiny hut,
Doodly-doo!
and then 1 minute after the ritual starts, we have a dome around us.
Yay.
Keanu, why are all these restraints around the bed?
Just never you mind.
That was a little too quick.
Time to pull the drapes on Keanu's personal life.
There's the silk sheets are a bit much.
Yeah, I don't know what's sticking to
Yeah,
my leg.
actually, since Marcus is actually taking a real close look at this, give me a perception.
So it's not an actual like hut. It's just a dome that is opaque, so no one can see in. We can see out.
So you've got chains on your sleeping bag?
You
Velvet
don't?
Velvet ropes.
Never mind about the perception check then.
Dude,
The
there's a-
velvet ropes.
There's a lot of concrete tube socks here, man.
Gross. So knowing that you have quite a long trek ahead of you on foot, you all decide to hunker down and take a long rest
Yes.
and get rid of that exhaustion. And we'll call it there
That
for
sounds
tonight.
Sweet.
Okay. So thanks
I
everyone
cast
for
Mage
coming and
Hand.
hanging out. On what?
Oh,
I'm not-
There's people in the room, bro.
It's my hut.
Thing is, in the wild anyway.
And then we
I'm
never let
sleeping-
him cast it again.
I'm sleeping in the back of your dome then.
All right. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us tonight. We'll be back hopefully pretty soon for episode 20.
ooh.
20. So keep an eye on the social medias for the date and time that that's going to happen. And we will talk to you later. Have a good night, everybody. If I can only find the button that does the thing I want it to do. Right there.
That's what she said.
Bye.
That's what she said.